has come. For 300 years, we prepared, we grew stronger. While you rested in your cradle of power.
So Sonic the Hedgehog's about to drop soon. I believe it drops February 13th for Thursday previews. And then the regular release date is the 14th. And I got to tell you, I'm actually looking forward to seeing this movie. I really had no interest in it when it first dropped, when they had that terrible design that everybody was roasting, everyone who was making fun of it in videos. I thought it was pretty hilarious. And, then they decided, hey, maybe this isn't the best look. We're going to go ahead and back away from this really bad design. It was funny, even the creators in Japan, the guys who were behind him in the first place, came out and like, yeah, this is kind of bad. Not really thinking this is a good move. So everyone was dumping on him. And they're like, okay, you know what? We kind of messed up here. We're going to take a little bit of money, a little bit of time. We're going to delay the film, and we are going to give you something better. And they did. So I have the redesign right here. It looks much better than what they gave us. It's actually a very good example of a company listening to fans, which is actually going to pay off for them.
No shit.
I mean, who would imagine making fans and potential customers happy would bring you some money? But it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. They bought good faith, and I always think that's a good thing. So, according to Bonnie and the Comics here, before they did the redesign, it was originally predicted in December the film would earn between 20 and 30 million in its opening weekend, with a specific number of 26. They predicted the film would make between 65 and 100 million at the domestic box office, with them predicting it would bring in 86 million total. They would cite that social media metrics have been increasingly positive as sentiment has improved in recent months thanks to the studio's decision to correct Sonic's design after online outcry earlier this year. So they went back and they reassessed it because of all the goodwill that they've built up with people. You gotta say, it's pretty goodwill when you say, okay, we messed up, we're sorry, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna do better, and this is what we have now. And it's arguably a much better product. It's what they should have done in the first place. I don't know why they didn't go that route the first time. Maybe they wanted to, subvert expectations, like Ryan Johnson likes to say. But so far, people are happy. And because of this, their latest prediction sees the film having an opening weekend between 30 million and 35 million, with Pro Box Office predicting it will make 33 million. That's a 27% increase in what Box Office Pro predicts the film will earn. So I also want to point out it's not just the opening weekend domestically that's going to have an increase. They're also saying that it will earn between 90 to 130 million domestically. They're throwing a number at about 115 for the domestic box office. That's apparently a 34% increase. And those numbers are in range with Detective Pikachu, which everyone thought did pretty decent at the box office. I think that movie will probably likely get a sequel because it did pretty well. So I think this is a really good example of making fans and customers happy. But of course, not everybody always sees it that way. That being the blue check marks and the out-of-touch journalists, who of course are going to attack this. I'm going to show you that in a second. But I do want to point out real quick that the movie is going to make more money globally as well. So it's not just domestic, which is all they're talking about here. I'd say there's a very fair chance that the movie's going to do better everywhere because of this redesign. It looks better. And it's nice that we now have tracking numbers showing that. But like I said, of course, out-of-touch journalists who don't relate to the common person, they're just sitting there in their ivory towers thinking that they're better than anybody, rubbing their nose, thinking they're the people that are going to save the world or something because they write stupid articles attacking fans. I don't know. But they're not very nice people. I don't really care for them. So they put out articles like this all the time. The era of the fan-influenced movie has arrived, and it's not good. From Sonic to Justice League to Star Wars, the vocal minority is exercising outsized influence on Hollywood lately. So here's what the real problem is here that they leave out of this whole article. They're mad that movie designers and movie companies and video game companies and and whoever, comic books still care what they have to say. But actual money-making industries are starting to say, hey, maybe we should listen to fans and not a bunch of out-of-touch a-holes. And they don't like that. So what do? They start calling fan movements dangerous and istophobic. They've been doing this for years, but now they're really showing their butthurt, which I actually find absolutely hilarious. And what's funny is they actually say that this sets a dangerous precedent for artists working in the film industry. Oh no, how dangerous that some people on Twitter call you names. Oh no. And of course, these are also the same people that, minutes after Kobe Bryant passes away because of a plane crash, the announcement comes out, and then blue check marks decide to smear him all over Twitter, thinking then they're going to get praised. Instead, they get backlash because people are like, the guy just passed away. Why are you trying to smear his name? They don't understand that because they're always right. And in their mind, they're the virtuous people that are going to change the world. And it makes me happy when people don't listen to them and they make their little BS article like this calling fan movements toxic. But then you get results like this where Sonic the Hedgehog is now going to make more money because they decided to say, hey, we're going to listen to the fans here because they're correct. So I do hope this movie has a good opening weekend. Now, after that, it'll depend on what people are saying about it, word of mouth, stuff like that. But I'm going to make this prediction. In all of the reviews, I bet you that a lot of the blue checkmark critics and journalists are going to give this movie bad reviews, and they're all going to cite in the reasoning, which has nothing to do with how good the movie is, that they liked that old design better and that they should have stuck with it. And I guarantee you they're going to dock this movie in review points because they changed the character. Watch and see. I bet you it'll happen. I bet you it'll happen with at least a few of them. Well, this movie could have been so much better with the old Sonic. Which, okay, come on. No, it wouldn't have been. But the changing of the character ultimately has no change on the direction. They didn't change the movie at all. All they did was change him to make him look better. He looks more friendly. He looks more fun. So we'll see what happens. Either way, that old design looked nothing like Sonic. At least now it looks like a Sonic movie. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I like seeing the salty check marks get upset. It's always fun to see. So I hope this movie at least has a good opening weekend. And then it'll go by how good the movie is. I hope it's good. I really like Sonic. So if the movie's a fun Sonic movie, anything to help revitalize that brand, which has been plagued with bad game after bad game for years. I mean, what's the only good Sonic game we've had in forever? Sonic Mania? So hopefully this is a good movie. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all these salty check marks. What do you think about the movie? Are you going to go see it based on them having good faith? I'd like to hear what you guys have to say and throw likes. Remember, likes and comments really help videos, so please consider leaving them. Also, share the video. That helps get the word out, and it helps the video just get shared. YouTube doesn't recommend videos anymore. Unless you're Jimmy Kimmel, then they're there for you. Also, make sure you still subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.